Our sun, a mighty ball of fire in the sky, started from humble beginnings. Imagine a vast, cold cloud of gas and dust, a nebula drifting through the cosmos. This cloud, a stellar nursery, is where the sun's story began over 4.6 billion years ago. Gravity, the architect of the universe, drew the particles of this cloud together. Slowly, the cloud contracted, pulling more and more material inward. As the cloud collapsed, it began to spin faster and faster, like a figure skater pulling in their arms. This spinning motion flattened the cloud into a swirling disk of gas and dust. At the heart of this swirling disk, the temperature and pressure skyrocketed. The atoms, once content to drift in the vastness of space, were now crammed together in a tight, superheated embrace. This intense pressure and heat ignited the core of the collapsing cloud, marking the birth of our sun. The process, known as nuclear fusion, had begun. Hydrogen atoms, the simplest and most abundant element in the universe, were forced together under unimaginable pressure. Deep within the sun's core, a cosmic dance of unimaginable power plays out every second. Hydrogen atoms, squeezed together by the immense gravity of the sun, fuse to form helium. This fusion process releases an incredible amount of energy, the energy that lights up our solar system and bathes our planet in warmth. Imagine the power of billions of atomic bombs exploding every second. That's the scale of energy production happening inside our sun. This energy, in the form of light and heat, radiates outward from the sun's core. It travels through the sun's various layers, each with its own unique properties and temperatures. Finally, after a journey of thousands of years, this energy reaches the sun's surface, the photosphere, from where it bursts forth into the solar system. Our sun is currently classified as a main sequence star. This means it's in the prime of its life, happily fusing hydrogen into helium and radiating its energy out into space. It's been doing this for about 4.6 billion years, and will continue for another 5 billion or so. Our sun is a yellow dwarf star, relatively small and cool compared to some of the behemoths out there in the universe. But don't let its size fool you, it's still a mighty force of nature, holding our solar system together with its gravity and bathing us in its life-giving light. As a main sequence star, our sun enjoys a state of stellar equilibrium. The outward pressure from the nuclear fusion in its core perfectly balances the inward pull of its own gravity. This delicate balance is what keeps the sun from collapsing in on itself or exploding outward. It's a testament to the incredible forces at play in the universe and the intricate dance of physics that governs the stars. But even stars have a lifespan. In about 5 billion years, the sun will begin to run out of its primary fuel, hydrogen. As the hydrogen in the core depletes, the fusion rate will slow down. The outward pressure will decrease, and gravity will begin to win the tug-of-war. The core will contract and heat up even further, eventually igniting helium fusion. This will cause the sun to expand dramatically, ballooning into a red giant star. As a red giant, the sun will engulf the orbits of Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. Its outer layers will extend far out into the solar system, shedding material into space in the form of a stellar wind. This ejected material will form a beautiful, glowing cloud of gas and dust known as a planetary nebula. At the center of this nebula, the sun's core will remain, a super-dense, Earth-sized object called a white dwarf. No longer powered by fusion, the white dwarf will slowly cool over trillions of years, eventually fading into a cold, dark ember in the vast expanse of space. It's a humbling thought that even something as mighty as our sun will one day meet its end. But from its ashes, new stars and planets may form, continuing the cycle of stellar life and death that plays out across the universe.